We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Nationals and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's Diamondbacks baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. Jimmy Wood, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
Soto.
The 2-1 home. That's lifted the other way out to left. Oh, and he misses it. And the run will score as the Nats are off to a 1-0 lead. Digging in, Eddie James. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
Eddie James.
Back up the middle, fielded cleanly. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
James stands at first with one out.
Here you go. He's going.
Runners on the move for second. Hit on the ground to third. And he's safe. And there's out number 2.
He's out.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Standing in, Royce Lewis.
And
now the Diamondbacks look to push more across in the opening frame. The set and the 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Eddie James.
The left fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
James.
Swung on and belted. A solo shot here to left. 4th home run here in the early going, and it's now a 5-2 game.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Sam Travis. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. James arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Eddie James.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. So striding in, Keston Hiura, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. 2 out, bases loaded.
Hey, have a rip, like you can't. Come on, let it fly right here.
Runner goes for second on the ground to the right side. On the first, and the Diamondbacks are turned away as the inning is over. Ready once again, Eddie James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Hard hit ball to second, right to him. And there are 2 away now. ready to go for the last
Way to
half
go.
of the inning,
For the
and that'll
Diamondbacks.
bring forth the veteran
The left
outfielder,
fielder,
Eddie James.
Eddie
First pitch
James.
coming. Here it is. Line toward right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
And that'll bring up
second
Keston
baseman.
Huron. He was a
Keston.
ground out victim last time up.
Huron.
Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. And a bit of a
Got
high
it.
throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Digging in to try it again, Royce
batting.
Lewis. He got
The
on
third
top of
baseman.
one and was a ground out
Lewis.
victim last time.
Lewis.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Grounded to the right. Fielded cleanly.
He's
Throw to
out.
first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out. Now at the plate, Francisco
That's catcher
Alvarez.
number 4.
And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth.
Alvarez.
That's down
Nope.
low. It's
Ball
ball four. And they're at the corners now with 2 away. In now, Corbin Carroll. And their
The right
runners at the
fielder,
corners
number
now.
21. Corbin.
Runners on first and third, 2 away.
Carroll.
Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw
Second
on
out.
to second for the force, and the ball game is over. 11-6, the final score in this ball game. The Nats posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done.
The final line score for the ball game tonight. For the victorious Washington Nationals, 7 runs, 11 hits.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Casey Mize gets the start for Arizona in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you always like to
Batting
begin the
third.
season on
The
a
third
good note.
baseman.
In his first start of the
Josh
year, he did just that,
Young.
picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
James will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first, and now the Diamondbacks will get their first turn at it. No score. Digging in, Eddie
Batting
James.
third.
It was a
left
two-hit effort
fielder,
for him, including a home
Eddie
run in last night's game.
James.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Going back is the left fielder. Boom goes the dynamite. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left.
Ready to go in the bottom
Way
of the
to go
fourth.
for the
And coming
Diamondbacks.
forward is the switch
The
hitting
left fielder,
outfielder, Eddie
Eddie.
James.
And that last
Yeah.
at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball.
Leading off the
Way to
inning,
go
Eddie
for the
James,
Diamondbacks.
as they'll look to get
The
something
left
going
fielder,
here and even this game up.
Eddie.
This thing's far from
Yeah.
over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Lead off base hit, bottom of the 7th, you're down 1. This has to be the
Now
moment
batting,
they scratch
second
one
baseman,
across.
Keston.
Quick check on that tying
He's
run at
safe.
first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Let's go, kid. One time right here. You do it. Better. Let's
And again a throw.
No,
And he
he's
has to
safe.
dive, but he's back in easily.
Come on, kid, get on for us. Here we go.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, baby.
Once more, a
He's
throw
safe.
over. A dive, but he's back. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score.
Hey, like you can up there. Like you can. Let's go.
Runners off for second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. So they'll have to be content with just the strikeout there as the runner's able to get himself into scoring position with 1 away. So stepping
Now
in,
batting,
Jeffrey
right fielder.
Ramos, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that
Nope, that's
misses
ball
ball
four. Take the
4,
base.
so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait.
Up
First
next for
base
the
was open,
Diamondbacks,
though, so he just
the
needs to
third
make a
baseman,
good pitch for a ground ball.
Lewis.
Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Now
Yeah,
batting,
and he didn't come out of
catcher,
his what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and
Up
he said
next
the
for the
toughest part
Diamondbacks,
is he hopes to
first
get hits
baseman,
early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. All set for the bottom of the
Leading up
9th.
for the
Coming
Diamondbacks,
forward, the veteran outfielder,
fielder,
Eddie James.
Eddie James.
Hit on the ground to 3rd. On to 1st, and that is a huge out to start the bottom of the 9th.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is
The
never
final line
guaranteed in
score
this
for the
game,
ball game
so you
tonight.
have to
For
appreciate
the
it when it
victorious
comes.
Washington Nationals, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Washington Nationals and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Get ready for Diamondbacks baseball next. Jackson Goddard, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit
Batting
up and
third,
down throughout points
the
of his
left
career.
fielder,
A career ERA
Eddie
just over 4.
James.
When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue.
Batting 4.
And that'll bring
The
up
second
Keston
baseman.
Huron. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push
Huron.
across only 1 score.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. We've played. Striding in now for the Nats, Evan Skog.
Leading off for the
7-8-9,
Nationals,
bottom of the
the
order
catcher,
set to
number
go here in the
39.
3rd.
Evan Skog.
This one's flared out toward left. Left fielder coming in. And there's the first hit of the game for the Nats.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over, down 0-2.
Into the box now, Sam
batting.
Travis. 2
The
on,
first
2
baseman,
out for him here in the 3rd.
Sam Travis.
Hey, 2 out.
Here's the payoff pitch. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Looking up is the left fielder, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Second home run early in the year as the Nats move out in front now 3-0.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was one strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
Into the box,
Now
Eddie
batting.
James
The
will
left
swing it
fielder,
from the left side right
Eddie
here.
Really doesn't matter which side the plate of this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out. Victor Robles digging in now.
Leading off for
He'll
the
start
Nationals,
off the 5th in this
the
one.
center fielder, number 16, Victor.
Fly ball to straightaway
Robles.
left. James comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. At the plate, Eddie James.
Now
He's
batting.
1 for 2 in the
The
ball
left
game.
fielder, Eddie.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
This is lifted out to left. James is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So they pick up no runs, no. Standing in, Eddie James,
next for the
and their
Diamondbacks,
runners at the corners
The
now.
left fielder, Eddie James.
First pitch on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Boom goes the dynamite. So a 3-run shot to right center field as they pull within 1 here. It's now a 5-4 game.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez.
And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Arizona Diamondbacks came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Nestor Cortes
The final
Jr.
line score
claims
for
the
our
win
ball
out of
game
the